Come, let us explore the mistake that meditation experts hate. Please chant with me. Sturgeon's law reminds us that 90% of everything sucks, but not in the fun tingly way. This includes humanity, even those who fancied themselves teachers of meditation. According to Buddhist mythology, Gautama, who was known as the Buddha, was rather flexible, loving, rational, laid-back, lucid, egalitarian, cooperative, and kind. This is why many people are enthusiastic to emulate his example. Many people, that is, other than his foolish cousin Devadatta. Let's see if I add a space here, if that will still fit on the screen. Oh look, it will. What was he like? Devadatta was rigid, fearful, superstitious, controlling, cryptic, elitist, competitive, and cruel. Gautama's path could be described by many terms, including inner spiritual matriarchy, and Devadatta's as yang or religious patriarchy. Statistically, the majority of meditation teachers unwittingly follow in the footsteps of the Buddha's foolish cousin. Therefore, it should come as little surprise that these individuals implore the students to actively focus and analyze. They might even use labels like analysis, contemplation, vipassana, samatha, concentration, focus, or even mindfulness, even though that final term is woefully misapplied. The only way to practice either active focus, active analysis, or both is to rely upon discrete neural pathways such as now I think this is going to have trouble fitting. Okay. So I'm going to have to edit, guys. Sorry, I know that's not everyone's idea of a good time. I mean, no disrespect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and adjust, and 12, and move. Let's see if this fits. I would be surprised if it did. Let's go over here. Ooh, look at that. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to start right here because I had an editing attack. The only way to practice either active focus, active analysis, or both is to rely upon discrete neural pathways such as those found in our medial prefrontal cortex or our dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. Overuse of such regions triggers our amygdala, the seat of anxiety and aggression. Once again, an opportunity to edit. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's move this here to 12, and for some reason copy, and then slide this bad boy right here. think I've made an error. Let's find out. I guess not. Let's put this to wrap text behind. Let's see if this works a little bit better. Well, hot diggity dog. Let's continue. Overuse of such regions could exhaust our prefrontal cortex, triggering our amygdala, the seat of anxiety and aggression. Whoopsie daisy. Let's hit this, and this, and boom. This is clearly antithetical to the peace, love, and joy that lure us into what we hope is the Buddhist path of meditation. For better it is. Having trouble with my mouth. For better it is to practice mindfulness and meditation in reliance upon and take two. For better it is to practice mindfulness and meditation in reliance upon the two branches of our autonomic nervous system. For doing so could calm the anxiety and aggression of our amygdala. Now this is an excellent opportunity to use a less distracting graphic. So please bear with me while I strive to do that. I'm going to hit delete. And quick like a bunny, I'm going to scurry over to a different text, which I shall use as a palette, if you will. There we go. Less distracting. Copy. And return. And paste. So let's first make sure it's on the page, a little bit higher. Okay. Let's see if this fits okay. I think it could be more interesting if I pull it over to the right. And adjusted the size. There we go. Together let's chant. For doing so could calm the anxiety and aggression of our amygdala, as well as excite the empathy of our anterior cingulate gyrus. With consistency, it could even cause our choices, utterances, and deeds to habitually flow from the right or effortless effort of love-centered spontaneity. This is where the Buddha taught mindfulness and meditation. And now we're going to tap home and save. And quick like a bunny. It's time to shift gears. It is Ahsoka Tano Thursday morning. I should say, having concluded our opening lesson, it's time to shift gears. It is Ahsoka Tano Thursday morning. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi after approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I spent about 8 hours a day, almost every day, Studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering. As in a manner as only an autistic can. That I might become your nerdy, neurodivergent guide to nirvana. Welcome to Meditate Like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. So now we shift gears to our primary practice text. Very easy meditation. Please chant with me. Whatever comes, may all beings let it come. Whatever stays, may all beings let it stay. Whatever goes, may all beings let it go. Welcome to the first of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. When we rest the great knuckle at the base of our right little finger, upon the tip of its left little finger, palms up in our lap. We gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the bladder region of our lower abdomen. Trying to make the transition less jarring, if that makes sense. Although, you know what might be less jarring is if I just did the old hibbity-dibbity. What if I just took this bad boy and dropped it down? Put this right here. And let's see. Okay, that's an improvement. Let's go back over here. Let's stretch this. Well, that works swimmingly, almost. A little bit more to the right. A little bit more to the right. All right. Oh boy, come on now. Okay, that works. Thank you very much for being so patient with me. And I'm going to hit copy. Okay, excellent. Now let's move on. What is the most efficient manner in which to practice mindfulness? Glad you asked. Each time we silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun this during our inhalation, our sympathetic nervous system supports us in vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly noticing mind's antics, such as perception, seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, smelling, and the like, such as emotions, intentions, cognitions, recollections, and imaginings. Now let's explore the most efficient way to practice meditation. Each time we silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb ease during our exhalation. Our parasympathetic nervous system supports the physical relaxation and mental release of that which we noticed during our previous inhalation. And that's it. Just as the pendulum of a grandfather clock ponderously swings right to left and back again, we notice and release and notice and release, not trying to control what it is we notice, just enjoying the ride. So together as a team, let us practice right now. But first, let me remind you, the moment you have a specific question about Buddhist chanting, Buddhist philosophy, or Buddhist meditation, do not hesitate to type your question in great detail in the chat window the moment it occurs to you. Wicked. Thank you for your patience. We come now to the second of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. When we rest the great knuckle at the base of our right ring finger, upon the tip of our left ring finger, palms up in our lap. Our subtle energies, we gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce to the navel region of our mid-abdomen. In harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation, let us passively notice mind's antics and relax into its non-graspable nature. Good morning, Shivi. Good morning, and oopsie, I have a quick edit. Please be so kind as to bear with me. Okay, thank you very much for your patience. I'm trying to make this less jarring, this whole process. So welcome to the third of 5 crease counting meditations. Whoopsie. Let's rest the great knuckle at the base of our right middle finger upon the tip of our left middle finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the heart region of our chest. What is the most efficient way to practice mindfulness? When we silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun this during our inhalation, our sympathetic nervous system is wired to help us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice mind's antics of perception, emotion, intention, cognition, recollection, or imagination. Similarly, the most efficient way to practice meditation is as follows. Each time we silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb ease during our exhalation, our parasympathetic nervous system is wired to support the physical relaxation and mental release of that which we noticed during our previous inhalation, helping us not necessarily to shove away our perceptions, but to make peace with them. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So we're going to have a double edit right now because that's how I roll. Whoopsie, come on, here we go. Let's make sure this fits nicely on the screen, or I should say still fits nicely on the screen. Good. Paste. Cowabunga. Thank you for your patience. Welcome to the fourth of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. And now for something completely different. If you recognize which British television comedy show that was a reference to, let me know in the chat window. Let's rest the tip of each of our left fingers upon the great knuckle of each of our right fingers. And let's place this in our lap, palms up. Doing so could gently invite or real or imagine subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the region of our throat that feels somewhat tight just before we cry. In harmony with our inhalation and our exhalation, we could passively notice mind's antics and relax into its non-graspable nature. Please brace yourself for what will hopefully be not only a quick edit, but the last edit of this morning's live stream. Okay. Welcome to the 5th of 5 mindful crease counting meditations. Let's rest the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger upon the tip of its left index finger, palms up in our lap. Doing so could gently invite our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the crown region of our head. In cooperation or coordination with our inhalation and our exhalation, we could vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice mind's antics, including the full spectrum of human emotions, from the pleasurable to the painful, from the interesting to the boring, from the glorious to the grotesque. During our exhalation, we can relax into mind's non-graspful nature. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. Whoops, wrong button. In approximately 9 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's evening meditation class and group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.